Today we got this Tecno Camon 20 Premier. This device is not charging and we are going to replace the charging port. I was already open this device, but I thought the charging port is different from other models. So I wanted to show you what could cause this problem for that customer. We can see that there is liquid leaked inside, causing a short circuit, avoiding the device from charging. Let's first clean that charging board or subboard. I don't know what this could called because we have a subboard already. This is like a charging board. Alright, you can just order this one and replace it, and after that you should solve the customer problem. But if you wanna go further and replace that charging port already, you can just keep watching this video until the end to see how we can remove that charging port and replace it with a brand new one. Alright, we are using the heating gun at 450 Celsius degree. Also, I use that tip soldering to remove it faster. Because I don't have my tweezer right on my hand, I moved some components into that sub charging board. Alright, now my tweezer on one hand, I now can handle it and remove it. Make sure the components are set on place. So I just moved these two. It's easy, it's not that problem. We can see that there is a burning marks on the pads on that board. So let's remove all the dust, clean it, and after that we try if we can fix this charging board. Alright, I don't have it in my store. Also, I don't have it in my local distribution. So I had to do that and solve this problem for the customer because he can't use his device anymore. We are using isopropyl 99.9%. It's the better for cleaning PCB. I have a cotton brush. It's for ears, for cleaning ears. I don't know if anyone could understand what this could means. These materials are not good. I don't have a good cottons in here, so you can see some fabrics. Is it fabrics? I didn't know what it's called. You can see some like hairs, white hairs. All right. I want to mention for these models of the charging port, because I can see it in the looks like we have on the left and on the right. I'm gonna say the same for these two. We have 4 pads on the right and 4 pads on the left. These 4 pads, you separate them into 2 pads, okay? The 2 pads, the first 2 pads on the right connected together, and the left of that right connected together is also the other things on the left. The first 2 connected together and the second connected together. So you can merge these pads. That's okay. But in the middle, they are not connected together. Don't mix this. You can see it obviously when I just wigged the soldering from the board. We have like a square. Consider subscribing. So you may thought or think I damaged that, or could that happens to you. You may think you damaged that board, but it's not, this is not damaging. This is how the board connected to each other. So we are going to remove all the soldering from the charging port legs, and then we make the cleaning, and then we put the new one in its place. You have to make sure everything is good. We don't need to make any problems again. We are here always to fix devices for the customers and not to damage them. As soon as possible, we should fix this device to the customer. That charging port seems not in its place perfectly, so may I will use that charging port to melt anything on the way. I need it to be straight on that charging ports. Alright? So we can connect these pins with the pads straight to the main board. Always, it's still moving. Oh, that's not good. We are going to use the heating gun again. We need it to be straight and flat on that sub board. I'm looking at the microscope. I don't know what could cause this problem, but we need to fix it. We need to make it good. Alright, we always trying our best to solve the problems for the customer. Remember that. We are using the heated gun. We should be good. Now it's moving straight and flat. Alright, that's perfect. Not dropping from my left to the right. So, as I told you, connect these together, the second together, and then, oh, I connect something. Okay, that's good. The first four, I don't want to mix my words. You can see what I'm doing. Two on the left, two other on the left, and then the two on the right and the other two on the right. You can see in the board there is like lines how these pads are connected. So you should be smart to see that lines. All right. I don't know why this charging port wasn't that good with the legs. These models are very soft, so I had to use the tweezer to push that pin into the board. I don't have or I didn't put the charging port not good or flat on the subboard. It was very good. I looked at it in the microscope, but nothing were suspicious. Everything was perfect, but that pins wasn't that good enough. So you can see how they are putting down. They are moving down. Yeah. This way I make sure they are connected very good and the customer will not suffer any problems if he moved or dropped the device, because this could make any pads loose and not connected, avoiding the phone from charging again due to a different problem. But here we know what is that was the problem. Maybe I said something terrible. I don't know. Alright. Sometimes I forget these two are together. Now I connect them. Make sure there is enough soldering so they will not get loose. Okay, I think they are looking perfect. I'm just going to go for someone. I thought maybe they are not looking that good. or they could be get loose. So I wanted to get more solder on these pads and pins. Alright, this one, okay, this is the last one I think I should do. Alright, no, not the last one. The first, some pins I didn't push them with the tweezers. That's why I go to the first some pins. Alright, do the cleaning, and then we will flip the board to put some soldering on the legs and make that charging port on position with a heavy watt, not heavy. Get me the word. I forget the word. To make it tough in its place. Maybe that word is better than the other one. Alright. I don't know what is that liquid leaked into there, but I think it was swimming pool. Seems that this water is not clean and contains some chemical. Yeah, it's chemical materials or chemical liquids, whatever. We are good now. Do the cleaning and let's do the assemble back, and we will test if the phone will get charging again or not. Make sure you do a good cleaning. We don't need to let anything doing some problem in future. I'm gonna to mention again, I'm using the isopropyl 99.9%. It's good for PCP. As I told you, we are always here to make the phones good for the customers. Replacing the charging port will cost a different cost from the charging port. That's why sometimes you can see us replacing the charging port. I have too many kinds in with charging port in my store, and that will keep us very hurry to fix the phone for the customer. Approximately when customer came in, we gave him about from 1 hour to 5 hour to fix his device. It for the LCD or the charging port or any other problem. All right, I think it's good now. The dust has already been cleaned. The Amtech flux has already been cleaned. You can see we have two poured in the down. I'm also going to mention, I let it in the video, you can see that I didn't cut that. Sometimes it's good to let you see what I could go through. So that board didn't fit in place. Why? Because that charging port was different from the other one. The shape was different, avoiding it from getting in its place. Why? Because the charging port has about 2 millimeter go inside that plastic, and it can't fit into that plastic. The one I bought is too thick. That's why it didn't fit. So I had to using the knife to remove some that plastic so we can fit that subboard in the position. I also had to remove the other subboard so we can work good, because I get angry while I'm still fitting it on there and it didn't work. I had to look straight and good. I need a good look to see what could cause this problem. So I removed that one. Remember this, the other one It contains the SIM card tray, so you have to remove the SIM card. Don't forget that. We don't want to do any damaging for the customer and told him your phone has another problem. We did it and we told him that we did another problem and he had to pay for it. If you do something, you have to pay for it. Alright, I mean with a mistake. I'm cutting the plastic. We should be good now. It should get in place. There is some pins. It should be connected onto this. You can hear a click. When it's fit, you can hear the click. So it's still not on there. I had to maybe remove more or alright. It's clicked. Sorry. I remove all the voices from my videos and doing voiceover because I capture this in my store while I working in my store. So customer came in, customer go out, and I can't do like a live video while speaking on it because we will never be concentrate with the fixing or with the customers who came in. I work alone, and that's why. For now. Alright. But every piece we have removed from the phone, assemble and test, it should be working again like a charm, and that's it. We fixed the phone for the customer. It's the Tecno Camon 20 Premier. Alright, we are done here. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. We will do something else in the next video. Peace.